everybody! Welcome to our watchalong of Roma versus Napoli in Serie A. Hopefully, Napoli can keep up their fine form and stay top of Serie A tonight. A win for Roma tonight, and they will go 1 point behind Napoli at the top.
Who's filming this? And how good it sounds, how wonderful it looks.
Come on, Nap. Come on, Napu.
The Olympico in full voice tonight. Napoli dazzling both at home and in Europe. They've scored 42 goals in 14 games.
That is just mad. 42 goals in 42 games is just an insane probability to think and fathom.
A brilliant race we have ahead of us in Serie A for the title. And Napoli now the only unbeaten team after Atalanta lost to Lazio earlier on today. Before this round of matches began, there were just...
Here's your lineup for Roma, folks. There's your Roma lineup. I will be getting Napoli's lineup in a minute. I'm just had a bit of issue with the computers, everything, so certain parts of the game, certain bits I'm missing.
Roma seek further validation of their progress. Beating Napoli would certainly provide that.
We're just going to wait for the game to get on the way, and we can continue on with it. Game is on the way, folks. And it is Napoli versus AS Roma.
Both at home and in Europe. And this is a big test for them tonight, though. Against an in-form Roma. A team that's hard to break down, as we know, under Mourinho.
We're just going to go and play well, go and play to our own strengths, and do what we need to do in any aspect of any point of any game. We just know it's not going to be easy. We're just going to keep going.
Lozano picked on the right ahead of the Rome-born Politano, which was one of a few big calls that Spalletti's had to make tonight.
Like, we're just going to do this, that, and t'other.
Oliveira coming in as Chris Smalling slices that behind, and Napoli really are, Nigel, here, as I said, looking to make a fast start.
We always here to make a fast start. Whenever we play anyone, we got to go for it in any way, shape, or form. It's just depending on how the formalities go. And folks, sorry about this, but it is quite a big image. Oh.
Jesus, one of those forwards. Tammy Abraham got it clear. Free kicks and corners could prove important tonight.
This is your lineup for Napoli against Roma tonight. This is your Napoli lineup. And quickly for you guys, there is your Roma lineup. And off we go. Hopefully it's a good game.
I think he's relaxed at the moment, but I think as the game progresses, he might be up and down out of that seat a lot. But you're talking about Napoli, 25 goals already this season. You look at Roma, just the 13, and they've both conceded 9. That just shows you the gap, really, in my view.
Come on, Napoli.
Mourinho likes to play.
If Napoli play well, I think we'll get the win tonight. We're just going to keep pressing, probing, give it all we've got. That's all we can afford to do at this moment in time. Get your question in the chat, like, subscribe if you are new.
Chances in front of goal, but they are so far behind. Napoli, in terms of goals scored, it's not because they're a defensive team, says Mourinho. And I have to say, the statistics do seem to back him up on that. This is Mancini.
Let's get some questions in the chat, folks. People go on a draw.
They're trying to build from the back, but they don't have the flair players which Napoli have.
It's cleared by Mancini.
But guys, keep your questions coming.
Karsdorp is back on the right-hand side for Roma this evening, making his first start since mid-September. He's been out with a knee injury.
Yeah, but he's going to be so important tonight. He likes to make a tackle, he likes to get physical, and that's what he'll be doing with Kvaratskhelia down that left-hand side, trying to get tight to him, give him no space to run at him.
But when you've been out for as long as he has been, it's a big test, isn't it, to go up against Kvaratskhelia, one of the form players in Europe.
Absolutely, he does like to run with the ball. He likes to play off the main striker, who is Osimhen tonight, and he can score you a goal. Assist as well, in brilliant form, the Georgian.
That's a free kick, ref.
Kim. Jesus. Di Lorenzo, the captain. Up towards...
Go on, Osimhen.
It's his first start in 6 weeks today. Smalling, who got the better...
Go on, Lozano.
This is Chucky Lozano.
Unlucky.
Well, that's a strange one for me. It looked like that was a Napoli ball, and that's why Lozano is remonstrating with that one. He thought it should have been his ball, but this is the first test for Chris Smalling. That's going to be a physical contact, that. Osimhen and Chris Smalling.
Pellegrini. It's one for Karsdorp to chase. He's managed to keep it in, and they've got 3 in the box. Came off Jesus. The camera hit one, really got hold of that. Beautifully controlled that by Cristante. Karsdorp. Camera. He retains his place in the starting 11 tonight, having impressed Mourinho in the narrow victory at Samp. Olympico sounds so good, doesn't it, tonight, Nigel? This is a proper big game atmosphere.
Yeah, but this is why you support your team through thick and thin. You've got a great chance that they can win this tonight to go 3rd in the table when you turn up and watch probably the most informed team in Europe, in Napoli. You want to get behind your team and see them play good football, but ultimately win. That's why they've turned up this evening.
Zaniolo, tracked by Lobotka. Tammy Abraham's in the box. Zaniolo has a go.
Okay. We just need to keep pressurising, but we just can't seem to get anywhere. But we have only played 5 minutes, folks.
The way that he drifted inside there.
Yeah, drifted inside onto that left foot, and you see what he's trying to do, bend it into that top right-hand corner. Just got under it a little bit too much, and Merritt just watches it go high and wide.
Interesting listening to Mourinho talking about Zaniolo ahead of this game. Said he has to grow, he has to improve, he has to understand the game more, he said as well, Mourinho, but did add he feels he's maturing from an emotional perspective. Still only 23.
Yeah, still learning the game. As a lot of youngsters like to just go out and play. It's like, you know, 8-a-sides every day, but you've got to, as you grow into a big team, you've got to learn tactics as well, do your job for the team, and then express yourself in that final third, and that's what Zaniolo's got to do for Roma.
Tammy Abraham finds Zaniolo up against former Roma man Jesus.
Well done, Jesus.
Oliveira picked ahead of Mario Rui on that left-hand side tonight. Zielinski
Keep running.
driving through the midfield.
Referee.
Oh, he thought clips, but referee pointing at the ball. Here's Camera. Spinazzola. Well, a win for Roma tonight would take them to within a point of Napoli. A defeat and the gap would be 7 points after 11 games. Already seen wins for Milan and Lazio this weekend. Sarri doing a fantastic job with the other side in Rome. Big win for them today, Atalanta.
Yeah, it was a massive win for them, gives them plenty of confidence without Immobile today as well.
Oliveira.
And I was looking at all the stats before this game and looking at the terrible record that Roma have against the top 4 sides in Serie A. And they start the game, I think it's no wins in 12 at home against top 4 sides, which isn't good. 7 draws, 5 defeats. This team will want to improve on that. And they're not very good against Napoli either, are they? In their last 8 games, only the 1 win.
It was just 2 points against sides in the top 4 last season, but had one away into his camera. And Tammy Abraham, maybe was caught in two minds. He had Pellegrini arriving in the box.
I think that's poor from Tammy Abraham. You've got to go on your left foot, open it up. He wasn't confident. Dembele getting caught in midfield there. You can't have that time against Camara. And I think he's got to go on his outside and then either shoot or cut it back. Really, that's a poor and a tame effort from Tammy Abraham, and you see the lack of confidence in front of goal from him at the moment.
Well, it's 1 goal in 10 games. He's gone 7 games without a goal now, Tammy Abraham. And hardly ideal ahead of Gareth Southgate picking the England squad. Competition for that spot behind. Or his backup to Harry Kane with Ivan Toney. Callum Wilson is maybe another name that might be being considered as well.
Yeah, there's a lot of competition, and I think going into the World Cup, Gareth will be looking for players that are in form. You want to take in-form players. I have to say at the moment, Tammy isn't in form in front of goal, but he's still got plenty of games before the squad is picked.
His overall record, Nigel, though, we should point out as well, is 29 goals in 66 appearances for Roma, which is pretty good going.
Oh, absolutely. Last season he was excellent, but only the 2 goals and the 1 assist this season.
Camara with the foul on Osimhen.
I have to say, I think that's why Mourinho's picked him again tonight. Camara is very physical, breaks things up. He's a big lad as well. As he showed on Osimhen there.
Osimhen. Sent long by Mancini. Sliced into touch by Kim.
He's been a good signing though, Adam, hasn't he, Kim?
Yeah.
Brilliant from Fenerbahce. I think his price has gone up a little bit.
Just a bit, yeah. 18.1 million euro they paid for him as the Serie A Player of the Month for September. He averages the joint most passes per game in Serie A so far this season, along with his usual centre-back partner, Ramani, who's out injured at the moment, as Ibanez took a chance there up against Lozano. Tammy Abraham wins the free kick.
Corner, break! Corner, break! Corner, break!
You've got to miss out. Trying to play it into midfield, go long and push up a little bit, mix it up a little bit, because Napoli love to squeeze high, the high press, and force the mistake. Ibanez was very lucky to get away with that one.
Mancini. Cristante. Good ball to pick out Spinazzola. Movement here from Pellegrini.
Get out!
Too long.
Out!
Spinazzola. Kvaratskhelia.
Well done.
Oliveira. Karsdorp looking to put in a challenge. And what's the throw-in as well? Look at Karsdorp here. You can tell it's a derby already.
Yeah, but he knows how big a game this is against the top team in Italy at the moment. Really competitive, really good defensive work from Karsdorp, the wing-back.
Camara. These two clubs have only ever won 5 Serie A titles between them. 3 for Roma, 2 for Napoli. Roma's most recent in 2001, Napoli's in 1990. But both of them will consider themselves...
Guys, I'm just going to pop up quickly, I won't be on.
This season, naturally, Napoli, you would think much the more likely to win it after the start that they have made. And Roma's target this season has to be to finish in the top 4 again. But you never know, and it's such a wide open season, it really is. You've got, well, it depends how far down you go, I guess, and how much you read into starts, but some could argue maybe as much as 6 teams perhaps even, some have even said 7.
Well, I think with Inter winning yesterday, I think that brings them back into it, doesn't it? So I think probably down to 7. Juventus are 8th.
However many it is, it's going to be compelling viewing, I think.
Well, it has been so far this season. I think it's just a shame that we've got a World Cup coming up, which stops the momentum for some of these teams. I think Roma are going to go off and play in Japan, I think, to keep fit. Jose Mourinho talking about that.
Smalling, who says he's still hoping to be in the England squad that heads to Qatar. Really interesting interview with him this week. Says he bears no grudge against Gareth Southgate, but thinks that he could do a job for England and hasn't given up hope of getting back into the squad. Last played in 2017.
Well, I have to say there, Adam, if Gareth Southgate decides to play with a back three, why not? Wouldn't he be asking? I think if he plays with a back four, then Chris isn't going to have any chance of playing. But you know, just keep doing what you're doing and keep playing well. You never know. This morning.
Now by Lozano on Ibanez.
Yeah, Ibanez very physical, getting stuck in. He's fouled against, giving the free kick away by Lozano. It's interesting tactically that Kohlsdorp is trying to push down the right-hand side, which means that Kvaratskhelia is having to go all the way back and defend. He can't get forward, can't get on the ball. And Zielinski is trying to get his team up a little bit. High press.
Jesus got above Abraham, Lobotka, and Osimhen. Feels hard done by there.
Yeah, I thought he got the ball. Actually, he's the one that gets kicked by Ibanez. It should have been a free kick the other way. I thought the referee was too far off the ball there. He's just guessing at that decision. Got to keep up with play. Mr. Irati.
I thought it was quite telling while he's been out just recently, Victor Osimhen, with a muscle injury between the 7th of September and the 12th of October. Of course, Napoli just kept on winning, and he's been in the goal since he returned from injury. But he was missed so badly, wasn't he, last season?
Still 0-0, folks. 60 minutes played.
Zaniolo looks to get him behind here, and Pellegrini was providing support. They've got a corner. The point I was making was that it doesn't feel like they missed him as much this time, and they have that greater strength in depth now.
Yeah, with Raspadori, who came in and done very well. So, you know, to get an injury, you need backup, and that's what they've got. Will it take them to the end of the season? I'm not so sure. Maybe they need to sign more in January. They're fighting on all fronts.
So Roma with a corner. Plenty of height in this side. Some of it coming forward here in the shape of the likes of Ibanez and Mancini. Smalling's in there, who's been good from set pieces this season. Spinazzola. Camera. Karsdorp. Di Lorenzo's header.
Come on, Napoli! Come on, boys! Guys, get your questions in the chat. Like, subscribe if you are new to the channel. Get your questions in. Guys, get your questions in.
Big night this for Ibanez, because Chichi, the Brazilian head coach, is apparently in the stands, was expected here at the Olympico. He's come just to watch Ibanez ahead of picking that Brazil squad for the World Cup. Made his debut.
So guys, get your questions in the chat. Like, subscribe if you are new to the channel. Napoli 0, Roma 0. And if you guys are unable to watch the full stream, there will be highlights. If there is a goal for Napoli, there will be highlights of my reaction to the goals if they come in on the channel. Or if you go and look at all the previous clips on my Football Live watch-along clips playlist, all the clips from my streams, all the goal reactions, all the celebrations will all be on there. You see it from Chesterfield to Napoli to Hearts to everything will be on there. And then if you want to watch the full stream and any other stream that I've done that is a live watch-along, or on the Football Live watch-along playlist.
This is good from Napoli, though. Just taking the sting out of the game. Been a good start from Roma. And now Napoli just getting on the ball, pass and move.
Come on, lads. Oh, lucky.
Touch
bit unlucky. We're playing alright. We haven't really had much chances, but we just need to keep pressing and press. Press and press and suppress, and eventually something might happen.
The one who's really going to get tight, especially on Lozano. No time to turn and run at him.
I'm just nervous at the moment due to the fact that it is Napoli. We are top of the league. We are got to be on our A game. We're gonna be for reasons that are unknown. But guys, keep your questions coming.
Enjoying life under Spalletti and has a big chance tonight with Ongisa unavailable.
And he's been in great form, hasn't he, Ongisa? Scoring goals, creating goals.
Come on, lads, keep passing the ball, keep pressing. We'll eventually make Roma make a mistake, because that's what eventually Roma will achieve. I won't say achieve, but it will make them make a mistake in the end. But at the moment, Napoli have got to give the best of our abilities. Going forward, we need to be on our A game. Like, I'm nervous because
Mancini. Abraham with a good header. Pellegrini. It's one for Zaniolo to check. Up against Jesus. And Zaniolo.
Boy, Jesus! Our corner to Roma, folks.
Looks up for it tonight, doesn't he, Zaniolo?
He does, but he's been praised by Mourinho. He's been slaughtered by Mourinho and then said, look, you're a top player, go out and show people, and that's what they're trying to do tonight. But I think Jesus is a little bit frightened of his pace.
There's the three centre-backs, all stood right next to each other. Movement now from Smalling. And Ibanez is there. It's a free kick Napoli's way. Foul by Ibanez on Ndombele.
Ndombele did really well there, just stood his ground in the back post. It's taken out by Ibanez. Clear free kick. As you touched on,
I've just put in the description of this in the description of the live stream. Go and click on the links. There's one link to the football live watch along playlist, so you can watch all the live watch alongs, the full stream, and then there's also on there 8 clips. The link to the football live watch along clips playlist for you folks, so that you're able to watch, able to look at the clips from all of the previous live watch alongs from this season.
shouting about every decision as he always does.
Guys, put your question in the chat.
He knows how big a game this is tonight, Adam, as well. If his team can win this and get the 3 points and then get into that top 4.
Guys, put your question in the chat. I'm going to stop the poll here. I'm going to stop the poll. I'm going to stop the poll there, because we are 22 minutes in, because I'm going to put in another poll for you.
The other way round.
And this is going to be for you folks. Who do you support, folks?
Of Roma, the big crowds that they're getting here week in, week out, 60,000 plus again this evening. He's really, well,
Here we go, folks. It's for you guys to pick. Who do you support? AS Roma or Napoli, folks? Get in the chat. Like, subscribe if you are new to the channel. We just need to keep playing the way we are, and hopefully we can get a good result at the end of the day. It's just gonna be like nervous, but we're just gonna keep going. And also, put your question in the chat. Like, subscribe if you are new to the channel.
Your players believe in your methods, the way you play, because at times I think players go, well, we want to play a more open game, but he's saying, no, let's be solid.
We just need to keep ploughing along, and eventually I think we might get an opportunity.
Start to buy into that.
I do apologise, folks, if you're looking at the bottom of your screen and thinking, where are the AS Roma substitutions? Unfortunately, in the lineup that I've got for Roma, they only put out the... They started 11 when Napoli put started 11 and their lineups and the subs on. So, because of that, I only did Napoli subs. That's a foul, ref! That's a foul, ref! How is that not a foul? That was his hand on the face. That was hand on face. And his head injury as well, because his face. So guys, go and vote in the chat. Who would you support? AS Roma or Napoli? Let me know, so we can find out how many people of you support which club. Is that Lozano? What a play Lozano is. If you guys want to ask me any questions about Napoli or anything about the channel, don't be hesitant to come and ask me any questions. 24, I think it's 25 minutes played. 0-0. So keep your questions coming. And then later on in the evening it is Sassuolo against Verona, a 7:30 start. If you guys want to know the next watch along after this game, will be on Tuesday for RB Salzburg versus Chelsea. Camera. Napoli looking to equal the longest winning run in their history tonight. That's 11 matches in all competitions. Set under Bianchi between April and September '86. Come on, lads. Incredible form Napoli are in right now as Jesus goes back to merit. Keep your questions coming, folks. Come on, Napoli, at least try and do something.
Every time that ball goes towards Kvaratskhelia, they're back tackling. Don't want to give him any time and space to run at their defenders. It's a team game and they're defending from the front, Roma. I like that yesterday when Mourinho was asked how he planned to stop Kvaratskhelia. He said, if he runs past me, I might try to kick him. Well, he's on the opposite side of the pitch right now. He might need to worry about Jose in the second half. Yeah, slide tackle from the bench.
So, guys, put your question in the chat, like, subscribe if you're new. Oh, Zielinski! Napoli have a shot on target from Patrick Zielinski. And a shot straight at Rui Patricio in the Roma goal.
Easy save in the end. He did hit the corner towards the post a little bit more, but at least they've got a shot on target, Napoli.
Yeah, at least it's a shot on target, and I'm taking it as a positive. I'm not taking it as a negative, I'm taking it as a positive. In the grand scheme of things, I want it to be a positive and not a negative at the end of the day.
Napoli won 3-2. It was a cracking game that last weekend, last Sunday. Camera.
But
Kvaratskhelia. Zielinski. Lobotka.
I've got that so for you, not for you folks, it's so that I can let you know the players that have done this and that and stuff, so I can always remind myself. It's always a look back. Guys, hit the thumbs up button, don't forget to like, sub and subscribe if you are new to the channel.
Zielinski to Oliveira. Nice move this. Osimhen. Smalling with a touch.
Come on, Napoli.
Signs here of Napoli finding their passing rhythm. Lozano. That's nice. Di Lorenzo.
Di Lorenzo has a ball. Too hard. Too hard, Di Lorenzo. Too hard.
Yeah, but as you said, good control possession, asking a few questions of Roma defense.
Di Lorenzo tried to do a ball across the box. Just too much power on it. It's gone out for I was thinking a throw into Roma, but apparently it's a throw into Napoli, which is a shock to the system.
To such wonderful technicians. Oliveira, Zielinski.
That's a foul, ref. That's a clear. That's a free kick.
Over it goes to Tammy Abraham. Across comes Kim.
Go on, Kim. Unlucky, Kim.
It's a physical contest, isn't it? And a stare there. An icy stare from Tammy Abraham towards Kim.
Yeah, but Kim did really well, actually. He did get too tight and give the free kick away in the end, but he stopped Tammy Abraham from turning.
But well done, Kim. Kim Min-jae. Good player he is.
All get back behind the ball again. But was there a foul there on the edge of the box? I don't think so. And Mancini giving a push. It's going to keep your heads in the big games.
Simmering this, isn't it?
So gotta keep pressing and keep pressing. You never know what can happen in a game.
Zaniolo, look at the run here from Karstorp.
A Roma player's down, folks.
Abraham on the edge of the box. Nice ball for Zaniolo.
Well blocked, Jesus.
2 attempts at that, but not the required elevation. Brilliantly done by Kvaratskhelia. Up against Cristante.
Well done.
Pellegrini, who's down.
He looks bad.
Kvaratskhelia puts it out of play.
Yeah, very sportsman-like that was, because his team played on when Pellegrini was down, and he stayed down.
It doesn't look good.
In the back of his calf there. Hopefully that's not an Achilles problem that he's got.
Oh.
Looks like he's twisted his ankle there, gone right up on his toes and twisted over. They don't want to lose their captain.
He's so important, isn't he, Pellegrini, in so many different ways, but his creativity, vital to them.
Yeah, his delivery, set plays from open play. It's a goal threat as well. Though he's only got the 1 goal, he's got the 4 assists, but it looks a sore one.
A reminder, we have more Champions League action coming up during the week, with Napoli hosting Rangers in the same group as Liverpool. Wednesday, 7:15 for that on 4. And Roma, while Napoli have a 100% record in the Champions League, Roma have rather struggled so far in the Europa League. A big game for them away at HJK Helsinki, Thursday, 8 o'clock, BT Sport 5 for that.
Yeah, they really need to go to Helsinki and get a win, don't they? 3 points behind Ludogorets, who they play their next game.
Though without Zaniolo for that trip as well, who will serve a suspension. What have you made of it so far, Nigel?
I think it's been quite an even contest. I think Roma started very well, very positive.
Just keep plowing along.
Wishes he was out there contributing. Unfortunately, going to be out for a while. Hopefully, this man's not going to be out for a while. It's not looking good, Pellegrini. But I think then Napoli have come back into it, started getting a bit more possession. Zielinski with that shot, which Patricio made a comfortable save. So very even so far.
Just on Dybala, they're saying that there's still an outside chance he might make the World Cup. In a race to be fit for Qatar. Here's Kim.
Well, he's been in good form, hasn't he? What's it, 5 goals this season for Roma? So they miss him, but they've had to change the way they played a little bit, and people say that since he's come in, it's affected Tammy Abraham and his contribution.
And into touch by Camera. A show of faith in Camera from Mourinho to pick him for such a big game, only his second start in Serie A for Roma. Di Lorenzo forward to take the throw-in.
Yeah, I think it's sort of a destroyer in there, isn't he, Camera? He's not great on the ball, but breaking things up, seeing the danger, protecting those back three. I think he does a really good job so far.
Well, lads.
Oliveira. Jesus. Kim.
If we can get up and can create a couple more chances, I think we can bury one of them, but I just don't see where a goal's going to come from either side.
Miscommunication between Zielinski and Kvaratskhelia.
Yeah, I think Karlsdorp is doing a really good job down that side because he's getting really tight on Kvaratskhelia, and then Zielinski is sort of trying to find it, get him into the game, and it's too tight, giving the ball away.
Hello, Zeus. The game is live on BT Sports. If you have BT Sports, you'll be able to watch it live.
Kim.
And if you don't have BT Sports, you can always be on here and you always know what will happen in the games. Because I always keep you informed because it's like commentary style live watch-alongs. But at the moment it's Napoli 0, Roma 0, 34 minutes played, 0-0. So at the moment we're just going to keep pressing and pressing and pressing and somehow pretty much hope.
I have to say there's a really good work rate from both sets of players when they haven't got the ball.
Yeah, in possession, out of possession, both teams working really hard, trying to force the mistakes. But this sort of ball has caused problems for Napoli defensively.
Go on, Kim. Well done, Kim. Well defended by Kim, folks. I thought Roma were going to get somewhere, but then Kim was there to snuff it out. Go on. Oh, Lozano, unlucky. Unlucky Chucky. Ball go crossed in by Di Lorenzo towards Osimhen. And Lozano in the box. It was a miss by Osimhen, but a touch from Lozano. But it was a bit too much heavy on it, and it's gone out for a goal kick to Roma. But at least the chance. Leads to the chance for Napoli.
Napoli, whilst it can't be compared to Napoli in terms of longevity, Roma have won their last 3 league matches. They've never won 4 in a row under Mourinho. Last happened under Fonseca in August 2020.
Yeah, I think it's very difficult to put runs together like that in the top leagues unless you are a top team, and Roma are building to be a top team under Jose Mourinho. Some people like his style, some people don't, but his team are always hard to beat.
Now they need a big scalp at the Olimpico. Zaniolo chasing this.
Jesus nearly made an error, and Roma nearly pounced on it.
Haven't won any of their last 12 home games against sides who began the match day in the top 4. Last time that happened was under Ranieri against Juve in May 2019. Di Lorenzo, movement from Osimhen.
Go on, Osimhen.
Up against Smalling. Lozano provides support. Ndombele.
Oh, lucky.
Clear by Karsdorp. Labotka. Zielinski. Kvaratskhelia. And he goes on.
Oh, lucky.
Smalling in the way. Just the sort of opening he loves, Kvaratskhelia. Pellegrini.
Just try not to let Roma get any possession or let him get in the game.
When they play the one-touch stuff, Napoli a joy to watch. Di Lorenzo. Ndombele. Zielinski asking for it and gets it.
Have a shot.
He's going to wheel up for a shot there. He's found Ndombele.
Ndombele, oh, penalty!
He's given a
Penalty! It's a penalty to Napoli, folks. I don't care how you do it. Napoli have a penalty. Napoli have a penalty at the Stadio Olimpico, folks.
Go to VAR as we know, but that's beautiful play. Zielinski run from Ndombele, and he gets the little ricochet.
Ndombele, what a legend you are for doing that. What a legend. Hey.
Oh, that's a tight one, but the referee blew his whistle straight away.
He took him out.
Coming together. I think he'll end up having a look at this, but
He took him out.
he's really got forward. Does he fall over the...
Nah, it doesn't fall over.
The referee doesn't think so. He thinks that's a penalty.
You know, it's such an experienced official.
Well, VAR potentially might have a look at this, but at the moment they're checking for a penalty to Napoli for a foul. And if it is, it will be a penalty to Napoli. Which would be a shock, because Napoli have done not a lot the whole game. Not done much. We haven't done much the whole game, and it's give to say Roma have been the better side. And I will give that. We have not done much in attacking wise. That's the most attacking we've been all game. Passing the ball around, give it to Ndombele, who really should have been in that position, but I was glad he was. And then he suddenly jinked around the defence, got through, and Rui Patricio took him out. But it's going to the monitor, folks. He is off to his monitor to go and have a look to see if Rui Patricio has gone and fouled Ndombele and potentially a penalty for Napoli. Yeah, he has touched it.
But does the momentum take him through? Ndombele, is he going to overturn his decision?
Come on.
Yeah, no penalty.
I think you got the ball.
Which is much appreciated by the vast majority of the Olympico.
Well, it's like they've scored a goal, isn't it? They're celebrating.
No penalty for Napoli, folks. Apparently, and in fair judgment, and not coming together, Rui Patricio got a touch on the ball before taking out Ndombele. He got a touch on the ball first, which is fair enough. That is the letter of the law, and I'm not going to let it annoy me, because it's a partial of the game and it's the rules.
Certainly seems to have got to the right decision in the end.
But like we say,
Wasn't the easiest of calls,
I'm annoyed that the penalty's not given, but the letter of the law, the letter of the law. If he touches it first and then takes the player out, it's fair. It's fair because he has touched the ball. It's fair.
They look at things in slow motion at full speed. They should be looking at those things.
Cristante's header. Pellegrini has got to this.
But hopefully that now can push Napoli on to go and play better, because that was the best spell we've had this entire first half.
Intercepted by Karsdorp.
And keep going and keep going and keep going and keep going, and eventually I think we'll get an opportunity and we will take it. But the only thing is, we got to wait and see if we do get another chance. Guys, put your question in the chat, like, sub and subscribe if you are new.
Otherwise, they've done really well, Napoli, so far.
Guys, get your questions in.
Not making it stick up front, are they, Roma? Just losing possession too quickly in those sort of areas.
Give me some questions in the chat, if it's about the channel, if it's about the game as a whole, if you, about the content, about the watch-alongs, all that. You can give me any questions about them and I'll answer them. Come on now, play! Let's get to half time with this at 0-0, I'll be happy. Because at least we've not conceded.
Yeah, both teams are a real threat.
And it's just pressurise and pressurise and pressurise.
It's about keeping it away.
It's like, just keep going.
With a bit of pace and somebody trying to get a head on or a little foot on it, stick it in the back of the net here. You've got to keep switched on defensively, Napoli.
And the corner being taken by Pellegrini, the captain of Roma, folks. Ball's crossed in, headed away by Osimhen. Roma clear, put it back into the melting pot, oh, the box. Roma have still got the ball. Roma have the ball at the moment, folks. What a challenge. Jesus, was that Jesus? Oliveira's down and so is Tammy Abraham, but I don't know. He went in for a challenge, they both went for it, but...
Had his back to goal and then started bringing it away from the goal. Just offside. He's coming away from goal. Really, he's just got to get that little turn in on the edge of the box and get a shot off.
like that from Spalletti ahead of this game. He was saying even at his age, he's still learning from other coaches, including those at a lower level. Said he can learn perhaps even more from watching Serie C games than he does maybe by watching the likes of Liverpool, Man City or Arsenal. Said because you need to be more creative from the bench with sides with fewer resources, which I thought was quite interesting. Yeah. Well, something for a coach at this level to say that he is trying, he's his age still learning, and even from coaches at much lower levels.
Yeah, but I think that's a very good point for all up-and-coming young coaches, you know. Look at all levels of the game.
Come on, Napoli!
Lozano, nice fix.
Go on, Lozano! Oh! Shot by Lozano, straight at Rui Patricio, folks.
The goalkeeper from Patricio didn't try and read what's going to happen, but one chance and he's away. Lozano, hard-nosed shot, but straight at the keeper. Needs to really try and bend it in the left-hand post here.
But what do you mean, pal?
That's been in good form in front of goal.
Because you're making no sense in your questions.
Yeah, but it's not just that about him. He really works hard for the team defensively as well, up and down on this right-hand side. Lozano.
Guys, if you're enjoying the stream, hit the like button. Don't forget to like, subscribe if you are new. There's also links in the chat if you want to go and watch the full streams of previous streams on the channel. They're all on the Football Live Watch On playlist. And there's another playlist in the description as well, which is for the Football Live Watch On Clips playlist. So you can watch all the clips from all the watch-alongs. If you don't want to watch the full watch-alongs, you can then watch the best moments, which are me when goals happen and my reaction and celebrations to all the goals that have been scored in previous watch-alongs.
The camera did really well there and had no movement from anyone.
Wasn't really helped out by Spinazzola, was it?
No.
3 minutes of added on time at the end of the first half, folks. 3 minutes.
This is Jesus. Plenty of time here for Oliveira. Zielinski.
Zielinski, what are you doing there?
Zaniolo. That's a lot of Pellegrini.
It's going to be interesting at half-time from the managers, I think, especially for Napoli. I think he's maybe got to try and change things and get the two wide players push forward and take the wing-backs of Roma back. Spalletti, I think that's what he'd be saying to his team. And try and get it into midfield a little bit more, into Lobotka to start things up. And then maybe get the two wide players to come inside a little bit more rather than staying so wide at times. Because I think overall Roma have really had the tactical battle in the opening 45.
Lozano. Ibanez is just the stronger of the two men there. Lozano feeling he should have got a free kick. A yellow card for what he had to say to the assistant.
Yeah, but a silly right on half-time from Lozano. A really good defender in Ibanez. He's really up for this game, as you said, the Brazilian coach here, watching him tonight. Getting very physical, getting very tight. Doing a brilliant defensive job.
They were almost Kalina eyes, weren't they, from the assistant referee? That brought back memories of yesteryear. Ndombele. Zielinski.
Come on, Napoli.
Last minute of added time at the end of the half. Oliveira. Ndombele. And there is the half-time whistle.
Half-time, folks.
Lots of opportunities, really. Frustration for the forwards at both ends of the pitch.
Napoli nil, Roma nil.
Initially awarded to Napoli for the challenge on Ndombele by Patricio, overruled in the end after the referee Had a look at the pitch side monitor. At half-time then, at the Olimpico, Roma 0, Napoli 0.
Who will be your BT Sport Action Woman of the Year? Women's
Not been
Euro
the
tournament,
first half's not been the best,
star
folks.
Molly Meatball McCann, 12 times world champion Hannah Cockcroft, diving sensation Andrea Spendolini, record breaker Ailish McColgan, or curling Winter Olympic champion Eve Muirhead. To get
I just need to know will we do well.
.com/Action Woman.
This ain't competition, this is stand-up. But the boss woman told you that's the anthem. I don't do 4 rounds, I just do knockouts. Born to be a champion, I ain't taking handouts. This is for the boss women getting to their paper. This is for them thoroughbred.
So guys, put your question in the chat, like, sub and subscribe if you are new. It's your chance to have your say now, folks. It's half time. Put your questions in. Doing a Q&A at half time as well. So guys, put your question in the chat, like, sub, and subscribe if you're new to the channel. And also go and vote in the poll what you guys think of the first half. And also, I'm doing a Q&A during half time, so you can ask me any questions. Literally anything to do with the channel, the game that we are watching, the live watch-alongs, literally anything to do with the channel. Ask. You can go away, ask me anything. I am happy to answer everything to do with the channel, the content, the watch-alongs, videos, anything like that. You name it. You do any question like that, I'll answer it. It's now just a case of just waiting, folks, and hopefully in the second half the game comes good in the second half. But like I say, it's not going to be easy, it's not going to be hard, it's going to be fun, it's going to be interesting to see how the second half goes. But it will just be a case of just waiting it out. I'll try and so guys, keep putting your questions in the chat, like, subscribe if you are new, and I'll answer as many questions as I can. Not. I'm just nervous because the second half we're not been playing that particularly well. For second half, we need to come out a bit more fighting. I think you might have to. We just need to come out of the blocks in the second half, give all the praise. Napoli at the moment need a lot to go with, but we're not playing as well as I hope. But that's just us. I'm just literally so nerve-wracking right now.
In the capital now, we go into a very interesting second half. Will there be some changes? Time will certainly tell, but I can tell you those fans, they were vocal. They certainly played their role throughout that first half, but there was a big hush around the stadium when Pellegrini went down. Fortunately, he's okay. Looks to be all good and clear to continue. Well, guys, these two teams haven't drawn 3 straight matches in 27 years, so with that logic, something has to give here in the second half.
Absolutely. All right, we're looking forward to the next part of this game. It started all smiles. It's currently all square. But
Let's go wait. We're just waiting for the second half to get underway. Oh man. Hopefully Napoli don't concede in the second half. I think it's... Napoli, I've got to literally go for it. We got to go for it, and I'm such in a good mood. I believe that we can go and get a goal in the second half. I think we can. It just all depends on how the team goes and improves its values.
Roma, great. Back at the Stadio Olimpico to see a huge match on match day 11 of the Italian season. Roma against Napoli. Quick mention of the fact Napoli, of course, one of the three Serie A sides in the Champions League action, and thus midweek they'll be featuring the goal show, which will be with you Tuesday and Wednesday on BT Sport 1, bring you all the goals as they happen from around the match day 5 fixtures in the Champions League. All right, much discussion there among the Giallorossi in the tunnel. Jose's already out awaiting his team. There's been plenty of movement on the Napoli bench, and there's some changes afoot.
Well, we saw Raspadori at least getting ready should Spalletti call on him. Raspadori scored against Roma for Sassuolo before, not in that crazy game. Remember last season, James, it was Mourinho's 1000th ever game, and they won it in stoppage time, and he went running down the sideline. But certainly, Spalletti's affected games off the bench better than Mourinho has this season. Mourinho will say that's because he's got more options. But yeah, I suppose we could see Mourinho lean on Belotti a little.
Now Napoli have got to go for it in the second half. We got to afford to let our guard down. Let the anticipation, let the absolute minimum. We got to go for it. We can't afford not to.
That Spalletti goes to when he wants to make a change.
Well, they've both been an excellent form, but then again, who hasn't in this Napoli squad? All square as it stands. A result which will probably please a lot of Roma fans, certainly please all Napoli's title rivals, but what do Napoli have up their sleeves in the second 45 minutes? Let's rejoin our commentators and find out. They are Nigel Spackman and Adam Summers.
Thanks, James. Yeah, worth remembering Napoli looking to...
Second half is on the way, folks. Napoli 0, Roma 0.
Management that, Nigel, from Spalletti, because he certainly made it clear that he's got two players there in Politano and Raspadori who are very much being readied to come on. It's maybe a message to those who are still on the pitch.
Yeah, they were having a good warm-up. They're on the pitch at half-time, so all the other players would know that. Said, make sure you're ready, because you could be coming on very early in this game.
Pellegrini, no changes from Mourinho. At the break, well, no changes from either coach, but they seem like they wouldn't be far away if Napoli weren't to have a good start to this second half. From Spalletti's perspective, here's Mancini. Played first time by Karsdorp, and Kim with the ball back to Meret.
Let me know in the chat, folks, who do you support, Roma or Napoli? And don't forget to like, sub and subscribe if you are new to the channel.
Very keen to have a good game against Roma, his former club. 5 seasons with the club. He only made 1 league start in his last 2, though. Very much fell out of favour. And on Bele, Just catching Cristante there. It's an early yellow card at the start of the second half.
Sure. Yeah, he was just trying to go for the ball, but unfortunately he got the player, but that's just unlucky.
Delayed action, but the referee deems that a yellow card. Dombele, I don't think he had the best of first halves, although it was late there. Studs up. It's always going to be a yellow card, that one. And now he's walking that tightrope.
Belotti, one of those sent to warm up by Mourinho. Matic and El Shaarawy there as well. Karsdorp stooped a little there. It's high, the boot from Karsdorp, but I think the fact that there was the stoop there as well.
Yeah, but it's poor control. He didn't stoop there, I don't think. I think that should have been a yellow card. Did stoop a little bit, as you said, Adam, but not really right down on the floor when the boot comes in. Karsdorp, I think, is lucky not to get a yellow for that one. Dembele got a yellow card for a similar thing, and that was on the ankle.
Kim. Jesus. Napoli, something of a bogey side for Roma. The Giallorossi have only won one of their last 8 league meetings with Napoli. Napoli have won 4 of those. Nothing to separate these sides.
Come on, Napoli!
It's gone. Lobotka. Kim.
Napoli got to stop playing.
He was so lucky there. Tammy Abraham unfortunate not to get in on goal. Kim.
Go on, Di Lorenzo!
Kvaratskhelia.
Go on! Go on, Di Lorenzo!
This is nice.
Go on, Lozano!
It's Lozano.
Lozano!
It's a good effort that, and it's a good save as well from Patricio.
Thought Lozano was going to score there, but saved by Patricio.
Lozano, that's good work down the left-hand side, and then out to the right-hand side. That's a really good strike, good hands from the goalkeeper to push it over.
Well worked move by the league leaders.
Someone get your head onto this.
Seek to threaten from the resulting corner.
That's a ball. No one there.
Nobody forward here for Roma. Everybody had been brought back. This is Lobotka. Kim. Di Lorenzo. Loose from Zielinski.
Bad ball, that was an absolute rubbish ball.
Pellegrini. Pellegrini has made the run beyond the midfields, but it's always a big ask to try and keep it in.
Yeah, it's a difficult one. It's a really good run from midfield from Pellegrini, but to pick him out.
Napoli are playing alright. We're playing better second half. We're having chances. We're just going to see what we can do about it.
But nobody has really yet taken this game by the scruff of the neck and be in control of it for any sort of length of time. Both teams giving the ball away cheaply like that.
Osimhen caught there. Yellow card shown to Cristante.
Well, we're getting plenty of yellow cards now. A lot of these players are going to be on that tightrope. Silly challenge though, wasn't it? Cristante, Osimhen did really well to nick in front of him.
Smalling and Cristante books from a Roma perspective. Lozano and Ndombele for Napoli. Di Lorenzo. Lobotka, who Spalletti has said he's seen Iniesta-like qualities in. Huge.
Oh, that's a crap ball.
Reminds some of Pizarro, that player that did a similar role. Spalletti had at both Udinese and Roma. Improvement in Lobotka's game has been wonderful, really, under Spalletti. I saw that Capello was saying of him the other day as well that there's no one else like him in Serie A. He's a complete player for his role in the team. He's certainly very influential for Napoli these days, Lobotka. That's poor from Oliveira. Zaniolo, can Roma capitalise? Recovered well, Oliveira. Tammy Abraham looked to nick it back.
Well done, Oliveira.
Yeah, but coming
Made up
back
for
to
your own mistake.
Stanislav Lobotka's quality player. He's not renowned for his goal scoring or his passing, but he reads the game so well. He's always available for the pass off the back four, sets things off. Such an important player in this team.
Napoli president De Laurentiis watching on. Jesus. Zielinski, Lobotka. Di Lorenzo. Camera. Spinazzola. It's got away from Tammy Abraham. Zielinski. Counter-attack on here. Brilliantly done by
Come on, Napoli.
Kvaratskhelia to his left. Osimhen's up there as well.
Go on.
Brilliantly done.
Ah.
Great block by Smalling.
Really good block from Chris Smalling. I don't think the shot was going in anyway, but he blocked it. It just shows you Zielinski away, and it was Cristante who had to let him go because he just got a yellow card.
Lozano.
Come on, Napoli.
Spinazzola. Are Napoli building up to something here? Ndombele. Zielinski has misjudged it. Jesus. Lobotka.
Come on, lads. Keep pressurising and eventually it will come.
Losing possession that, and having watched so much of him last season, there's no doubt that he just doesn't look as sharp, doesn't look as confident right now. You mentioned it earlier how perhaps the team has changed in its approach this season with the introduction of Dybala, who's not available tonight, but I guess you can't switch it on and off, can you?
No, you just got to keep working at it, and I think the big thing for Tammy is he had such a good season last season that high hopes of him this season to carry on doing that, but he just looked a little bit off that. I think he's lost his confidence in front of goal, but he just got to work hard and retain possession for your team, and those goals are hopefully come for him. I just saw Spalletti down there on the touchline urging his team to get forward, to squeeze up, get the ball forward into the midfield areas, get those little bits of movement, get Zielinski into the game.
They have won 6 of their 7 away games this season. The only one they haven't won was the goalless draw at Fiorentina at the end of August. Can they find a way here, the league leaders?
Ah.
They just can't get that fluidity in their game. They're trying, but it's just not coming off it.
If you guys have any questions in the chat, like, sub and subscribe if you are new to the channel.
10 gone in the second half. This is Smalling. Caught by Osimhen. Roma. One or two of the Roma players suggesting that perhaps this was worthy of a yellow.
No, it's just a coming together. He tries to block the pass. Chris Smalling goes down, holding his knee. This was the one with Kvaratskhelia with the shot, and that Chris Smalling dives in, blocks it. I don't think it was going to go on in any way. It was really good defending.
What's going on?
Looks like Elmas is going to be the first.
Oh, Elmas.
Crowd doing their bit at the Olympico. We're going to see that change now.
Idras.
It's Ndombele who's coming on.
Just Idras Elba is coming.
Yeah, I'm not not surprised that
It was Almas is coming on.
he struggled to get in
Oh,
the game.
whether it is Almas coming on, then Ndombele going off.
I think he's found the pace of the game a little bit too much for him.
Only made 2 starts so far this season. Eljif Elmas in the league. Can he affect things from the bench tonight? Napoli fans won't be getting carried away with their excellent start. They know it's a long season. They went unbeaten in their first 12 league games of the previous campaign, won 10 of them. Of course, we all know how it ended up. Actually 2 points worse off right now than they were at this stage last season. Roma are 3 points up in that respect. Card. It's going to be shown here to Jose.
Wait, sit down. Sit down, even though I got a lot of respect for you. But sit down, Mourinho. Stop running your mouth and you will not get booked.
In the first place, the referee
Do not run your mouth and you will not get booked.
pulling him back. Don't get everything your own way, Jose.
Osimhen. Good
That's a good ball.
Di Lorenzo.
Go on, Lozano, hey! Referee.
Nothing doing from Massimiliano Irati. As Roma look to get forward here. It's going to be Napoli's ball.
There's a handball in there. Good defending again. Benya's getting very tight. Was there a little clip on the ankle there? There might have been. The referee did.
How on earth is that not a foul? Is beyond all belief.
Kvaratskhelia. He's been involved in 13 goals in 14 appearances so far. Feature Kvaratskhelia. I was looking up his record at this time last year when he was at Ruby in Kazan in the Russian Premier League. It just shows you what a meteoric rise Kvaratskhelia has had, because he went 14 games for club and country without a goal just under a year ago. Raspadori has been sent to warm up.
Yeah, but he's still
Come on, Napoli.
learning the game. I think he's come to the right club to develop the game, and he's showing that with the way he's played. But there's an article on Ancelotti when he was at Napoli saying that they already knew about him. So it's not like they've just plucked him out of the air from somewhere. They've kept their eye on him, and when he's become available, they've pounced.
Go on, Osimhen!
Osimhen was away from Smalling, but not from Ibanez. Saying he was caught by a high boot there, Osimhen, as we approach the hour mark in Rome. Well, both games between these sides were tight last season. They each ended in draws. It was goalless here. It was 1-1 in Naples. Kvaratskhelia.
Come on, Napoli!
Similar again, you wonder. Zielinski. Di Lorenzo. Captain.
That's a ball!
Zielinski.
Go on! Oh!
Turn wide.
Oh, Elmas!
Elmas. They couldn't finish it.
Idris, Elmas!
Lorenzo
So close yet so far.
was going in that near post, and Chris Smalling again makes a really important interception there off Elmas's shot.
Kvaratskhelia. Pressure here from Napoli. Osimhen.
Go on! Oh!
Jesus. It was forward.
Ah, foot.
Let's give it.
Shot by Jesus, wide off the target, folks. Napoli 0,
Juan Jesus.
Roma 0.
She's at this. That's a terrible miss. That's harder to miss the target.
I thought at first it must have been deflected. It went so far wide, but just a complete hacker.
Yeah.
Slice shot there from the former Roma man.
I'm just getting a bit.
Cool head
I
there,
just gotta
particularly Jesus.
keep the faith because at 0-0 anything can happen in the game.
Oliveira, Roma were expecting a free kick. Osimhen,
Come on, Napoli.
Di Lorenzo.
Let's keep the pressure going. Keep the pressure.
Osimhen. Again, he held it up well. Lozano loses it. Cristante. Off the referee. Which is why the play is stopped. So Belotti to come on here. It started the game, the win against Sampdoria last weekend.
Well, this should be a Napoli ball. They should play it back to Napoli defensively. They were in possession off the referee.
We still wait to see who will be withdrawn for the introduction of Belotti.
It could be anybody really, couldn't it? We thought Tammy Abraham.
It is Abraham who's going to come off here. It's not been his night so far. So he's not been helped by a distinct lack of creativity from Roma so far this evening. But it's a chance this for Belotti with around half an hour to go.
Come on, Napoli, at least have some spark.
In part, he says, to a lack of pre-season while he was waiting for his future to be decided. Said he did extra training during the international break to try and build up his fitness.
Well, we know what we're going to get from him. He can score goals, give him the
That's a
opportunities.
ball.
Oliveira.
I thought it was a foul, but he got clipped. But we're pressurising. And eventually the pressure will eventually toll.
Osimhen.
That's a good ball.
And the presence of mind to pick out Di Lorenzo. It's over towards Osimhen.
Unlucky.
Through to Karsdorp. There's just no imagination here about Roma, though, Nigel.
No, and the two wing-backs now are making really a back five. They can't get out. Cristante, Pellegrini have got to get on the ball. Be brave in possession, Roma.
Elmas hit it early up towards Osimhen.
Go on, Osimhen.
Put out by Smalling. Lozano.
Just wonder at some point, you think if Spalletti is wanting to win this game, will he bring Raspadori on and play him up top with Osimhen? Be really positive.
He's got Simeone sat there as well, not lacking in options. Elmas, who's seen a fair bit of the ball since coming on. Di Lorenzo.
Come on, boys.
Kim.
Oh my days.
A real waste. Gives the chance for Napoli to get, Roma I should say, to get up the pitch.
Yeah, Zielinski's done that a few times. He doesn't really want the ball with his back to play. He's not comfortable like Lobotka is in there.
Mancini. Chested down by Zaniolo. Pellegrini, somebody who could provide a spark for Roma. Camera. Offside flag up against Karsdorp.
Should never be offside there, the right wing back. You can see right across the line. Just lazy, he's walking. But there will be more substitutions coming on. There's going to be fresh legs. It's who gets those substitutions right to go on to win this game. In fact, do we get a winner?
Well, we didn't in this fixture last season, and it bears some similarities. Napoli had 62% of the possession that day. Roma only had one shot on target. That said, Napoli only had 3. Given away by Lobotka. It's here where you're looking for Roma to try and go forward, and it's very often backwards. Oliveira. Kvaratskhelia. Trapped by Zaniolo.
Go on! Ah!
He's just not been able to have the impact, the influence that they've come to expect from him.
Because what they've done well, Roma, is they've doubled up on him a lot of the time, and he's run it Karsdorp, or he's run it Mancini, and then he's been doubled up. He's got to slow down and then play it off someone and come inside. He's getting a bit predictable.
Ibanez. Belotti to chase, but out came Merritt.
There's no link really between the midfield and the front players, is there, for Roma? So really just get it forward early and then run up and try and join in. It's no real craft, no real creativity in this Roma team.
Karsdorp. They could threaten here. Zaniolo, Belotti.
Get out!
Driving in the middle. Zaniolo did well. And it's pushed out. And Pellegrini
Out, out,
goes
out, out! Well challenged!
blocked by Zielinski. Now Napoli counter.
Osimhen! Osimhen!
Up a bit here.
Osimhen! Osimhen!
Can he finish?
Oh!
What a chance for Napoli.
Oh,
The one he's
Osimhen!
been waiting for.
Yeah, the one he's been waiting for, but he's in a little bit of a wide position, and Patricio does really well. He doesn't stay on his line. He comes off, narrows the angle, and that shot drifts wide, but this is counter-attacking at its very best.
Oh my God, how on earth has Napoli not gone 1-0 up there?
And then the counter's on. It's Lozano, plays it to Osimhen. It's not the cleanest of strikes. You can see what he's trying to do, go for this corner. I think it would have been better putting it into that left-hand post of Patricio's.
Camera still struggling after that fantastic block by Zielinski.
Will he get a better chance tonight, Osimhen?
Oh my God, we should be what? 1-0 up.
We have more Serie A coming up tomorrow. Cremonese against Sampdoria is the early kickoff. Start time 5:30 on 1, and then the later game, same channel, is Sassuolo against Verona, 7:30.
That's where he should have bent it into that near post, the left post of Patricio there.
Should be 1-0 up, but
Power rather than precision. Osimhen.
it's just one of those games. Just one of those games where it doesn't look like anybody's going to score at this rate.
Struggling here. It's Camera. We see Napoli in action again this coming midweek on Wednesday night, looking to maintain their 100% record in the Champions League this season against Rangers, and then Roma have a big game away against HJK Helsinki. Really needs the points in that one. They've struggled a bit in Europe this season, Mourinho's side so far. Holders of the Europa Conference League, but in the Europa League this season. Well, we saw the game open up really fully for maybe the first time in the second half there, Nigel. You just wonder whether it will again. That went against the grain, didn't it, really?
It did really, but it was that brilliant tackle on the edge of the box when Roma have pushed players forward to try and get a goal themselves, then left themselves wide open to the counter-attack from Napoli. But we've got 20 minutes to go. There's going to be some tired legs out there and mistakes will be made. Will you get punished?
Oliveira. But Napoli, the top scorers in Serie A, 25 goals in 10 games so far in the league. Got 17 in the Champions League as well. And they've not been able to find a way past Roma so far this evening. Gini was adamant that should have gone his way. Here come Roma, Pelotti. There's a run here from Zaniolo. All that really from Belotti. It looked a promising situation after the Giallorossi. Good midfield play here by Camera. Belotti was clipped there. Pellegrini has kept it in. Roma showing a bit more ambition now. Cristante. Cristante, Smalling, Politano, about to be brought on. A man who was born in Rome, came through Roma's youth system, but never made a senior appearance for them. Lozano. The yellow card is shown here. The challenge on Chucky Lozano. Ibanez, the man he's booked.
Well, he's been doing that all night. Ibanez getting really tight, getting physical. This time I think he just catches Lozano in the face just there. Yellow card, but I think Lozano may be coming off in a bit as well.
A double change then. So Politano is...
Matteo Politano coming on, folks.
Zielinski and Lozano.
Zielinski, they're both for the back, not back end.
Gaetano is the other player.
Gaetano coming on.
Making only his second league appearance of the season. Just 15 minutes on the pitch in the league. It's part of that Cremonese side that got promotion from the second tier last season on loan from Napoli, as the referee here comes across just to make sure this is taken in the right place.
At the moment, we got to be on our A game. We got to be on the ball. We got to be on every 10 dogs going. But at the moment, I don't even see when a goal's going to come from any team.
15 minutes to go.
And we've had the best chance of the game.
Plenty forward here for Napoli. In towards Di Lorenzo. Smalling won the header.
That's a foul! How's that foul to Roma, ref?
Foul on Zaniolo. Spalletti. Can't believe. It's confirmation there that as well.
I agree that's a foul.
Coach has also been booked.
That is ridiculous, ref.
I have to say, the referee there gives the free kick, but it's got to go the other way. He's had a strange game, the referee.
Karsdorp with the ball over the top. Spalletti will try and make something off. Oliveira did well. Lobotka. So stop-start at the game at the moment.
We need to play well. We're trying the best we can. It's just not easy.
Plenty of words exchanged there between Karsdorp and Kvaratskhelia. Such a difficult assignment this for Karsdorp on his return to the starting lineup to try and manage the threat of Kvaratskhelia. And whilst Mourinho's had to sacrifice, undoubtedly, some attacking intent from Roma, and maybe this hasn't been the spectacle so far we hoped it would be, they have managed, haven't they, by and large, the threat of Napoli, which is a very significant one.
I think that's what I was saying. Probably tactically, Roma have been the better team. But you can never switch off against a team like Napoli. Ooh.
Politano with the pass. Gaetano. Another chance to counter here for Roma. A player down from either sides. Zaniolo gives chase. Oliveira looking to keep up with him. The foul right on the edge of the box.
We're still giving friggin' fouls
Yellow
away,
cards
man.
for Oliveira.
It's annoying as heck.
For Roma.
Yeah, but I think the referee's lost control of this game. It should have been a free kick up the other end.
Well, so it's like we should have had a foul, and it should be a free kick to us, to Napoli, but the referee is then not saying that's a foul, but then Napoli player will go and do his very similar to what Roma player's done, and we'll give it as a foul. It's like referee, he's like coming to the saying, the referee's lost the game, because he should be giving free kicks which are free kicks, which he's not giving free kicks for.
Di Lorenzo getting fouled, so maybe that evens it up.
Booked as well there by Irati. Well, what can Roma do from this set piece? It's been a game of so few opportunities. So Osimhen had the best chance for Napoli in this second half. Can they trouble Merit?
Wrapping up coverage of Brighton women vs Chelsea women on my side of the studio.
In Serie A.
And this is just stress.
Pellegrini will take this. Politano is the one-man wall.
Bonnie 0-0.
Will this
Yeah.
be a big moment?
Right, Bonnie is still better than Grantham Town because the league table shows otherwise.
Osimhen it was who headed it clear.
Come on, Napoli, get a goal, please!
Zaniolo looking to get there. Oliveira.
Guys, if Napoli were to score now, you would see a reaction like you'd never believe.
Gaetano with the ball inside here to Oliveira.
That's the ball.
Looking to get him behind.
Osimhen!
And he has done. Osimhen!
Goal! Goal! Come on! Goal! Come on! Oh! I've nothing! I have absolutely nothing! Napoli have taken the lead! At the Olympic goal! Oh!
He got the better of Smalling.
I have absolutely nothing!
From Osimhen.
Napoli! I want to... I have absolutely nothing!
Scored one like that.
Come on!
This is such a brilliant goal. It's a lovely ball.
Osimhen! Osimhen! Napoli! 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 Gee!
Not set, and suddenly it's in the back of the net. What a finish!
What a goal!
Lovely ball round the corner.
Osimhen, I have absolutely nothing!
What a finish that is! Chris Smalling thinks he's got it under control. He hasn't. Osimhen has, and what a finish that is! Just waits for it to come down, hits it.
It is Napoli 1!
Slice.
Roma 0!
It is for his fourth goal of the season. Out of nothing. Lethal. Look at the bend and dip on that from Osimhen. That's a brilliant.
Hey! Hey, oh!
Lethal's the right word. His first start in 6
You guys will be getting a clip, highlight of that reaction soon on the channel.
But will it be a match-winning goal?
El Shaarawy's coming on now.
Some caution to the wind. El Shaarawy is coming on here.
I did not expect.
Napoli in Naples. You might remember last season.
And Matic has also come on for Roma. Who expected that? Not me, not anyone. No way. The game had 0-0 written all over it.
Well, we're talking about the game not living up to expectations. That goal has lived up to expectations, hasn't it? That was wonderful.
What a finish. Matic. Well, Napoli, as it stands, heading for an 11th win in a row, which would be a new club record. Can Roma hit back? Smalling. Cristante picks out Spinazzola. Up against Politano. Spinazzola with the cross. Oliveira headed clear and Vigna picks it up. Took it away from Cristante. Matic. Oliveira's there again. Hit by
Whoa.
Cristante. Didn't get the required connection.
Oh, he's throwing everybody forward now, Jose Mourinho.
It sounds like they're showing like the caution to the wind, so I have to speak.
Off his foot. But they're going to take their time on everything here. Napoli, they've got themselves in front. Try and see this out as they've done many, many times this season.
Matches without defeat now in all competitions for Napoli.
This is an insane Napoli performance that I don't expect to happen anytime soon again, but like,
It's a
hey.
real strong body of work now that they put together. Kvaratskhelia beaten to it by Smalling, who'll be having nightmares, won't he, about that run from Osimhen that saw him get the right side of Smalling from a Napoli point of view.
Absolutely, he's had a good game, but don't forget he was on that yellow card as well when he knew he couldn't foul Osimhen. Osimhen just out-tricked him, out-paced him, and in the end, out-finished him as well. What a finish it was.
Eldor Shomorodov is the player who's come on here for Spinazzola. Zaniolo. Kvaratskhelia. He's got Osimhen up in support. Smalling did really well that time.
Brilliant defending from Chris Smalling.
Osimhen just led the line brilliantly.
Come on, Napoli! Invade the game!
I think you're absolutely right. He's led the line really well, Osimhen. I think that Raspadori doesn't have that pace to play that lone role just the same as Osimhen does, but Osimhen, with his pace and his movement, his strength and his goal-scoring ability, is a top striker now. His price tag is just going up and up and up.
Nice feet from Kvaratskhelia.
Well done! Corner.
Yeah, but that's your centre forward back working for the team. They need the ball down the other end, Roma.
Edging ever closer to a big 3 points against his former club, Spalletti. Movement in the box from Di Lorenzo. It's Politano who takes it. Volley cleared by El Shaarawy. Gaetano, good ball, Politano. He's lucky to get that back as quickly as he tipped Politano. by Kvaratskhelia, who's then pulled down by Pellegrini.
Brilliant play. Kvaratskhelia down his left-hand side. Pellegrini dives in, gives the free kick away. They've got to see this through now, Napoli. This is part of their growing. They're evolving at the very highest level of football, away from home. The Olympico. Can you see this out?
Come on, Nappy!
In it goes from Kvaratskhelia. It's 9 games unbeaten away from home now for Napoli. They show maybe a different side of themselves tonight. Mourinho's Roma have made them really work for this. They've had to be patient. But when Osimhen got that chance, got the right side.
Not long to go, folks.
Absolutely.
Come on, lads!
Is he going to win the game though for Napoli?
Yeah, don't forget he'd missed that good chance before that as well, where he dragged his shot wide from a similar situation. This time he made something out of absolutely nothing. It was a brilliant finish.
Kim. Time running out on Roma. It's a new Napoli after a summer of change. Spalletti's second season, but you wonder whether they could get back to the sort of standards that saw them post 91 points in the 2017-18 season, finished 4 behind Juve that year. In second place, there's ever increasing hope in Naples that they could go one better this time. They still retain hope on the night, those Roma fans.
Well, you've got to keep hoping, but they need to get the ball down the other end.
Elmas. Smalling intervenes.
Come on, Napoli. Just keep the pressure going.
Smalling. Cristante. Belotti looking to flick it on, but beaten in the air by Kim. Gaetano. Politano. Final minute of normal time. Elmas. Worked this well, Napoli. Kvaratskhelia just had to hold his run there. Oh, it's a lovely ball almost, but Smalling read it. Good defending there. Tangle between Kim and Belotti.
Just got to try and keep possession here, Napoli.
They might do better than that. It's Di Lorenzo. It's Gaetano. Kvaratskhelia wanted it. That was the pass. Just need to move it on there.
Napoli are nearly there, folks. 5 minutes left on time at the end of the 90. 5 minutes.
Let him hold onto the ball for a while.
A minimum of 5 minutes added time. Great tussle that between Kvaratskhelia and Cristante. But again, it's a hit and hope, that, isn't it?
It is just a hit and hope. Chase that. No real craft, no guile in it. And they're going to have a happy trip home if it stays like this.
Napoli have been a bogey side for a while now for Roma. Giallorossi have only won one of the last 8 league meetings. Kvaratskhelia put into touch by Vigna.
But they're growing as a team, aren't they? Under this man, under his guidance. They're a good team to watch, but they're solid as well. And to come to the home of Jose Mourinho and win 1-0, this would be a magnificent win for them. Confidence booster and showing teams that they can go away from home to the best stadiums, the best teams, and win.
Politano. Thomas. Roma can't get the ball back. Kim.
What a ball.
Ball by Kim. Politano.
Oh, okay.
Smalling. Far from settle and protect a one-goal lead, Napoli have sought to try and use attack as the best form of defence, really. Shomorodov looked like a handball, and it was. Matic. Cristante. Handball by Belotti.
Yeah, it's a difficult ball to control that for Belotti, but they really haven't created enough for me, Roma. They've just lumped it forward at times. Don't have a lot of creativity in their team. I think that's shown tonight.
Oh, I could point to the absence of Dybala, perhaps.
Come on, Napoli, keep believing, you're nearly there.
Panic, really, despite the fact that Mourinho's Roma have made things difficult for Spalletti's Napoli tonight. That was something, it's been a mature performance, Nigel, for me from Napoli, because they've never panicked, they never tried to force the issue too much, and just were confident within themselves that a chance eventually would come, and so it's proved.
Yeah, but that's part of the growing, but that's the confidence they have in themselves, in their manager, and each other, that they can go away from home like this and win the game, as they've done all season in the Champions League and in Serie A. They're growing as a group, as individuals, and the belief is there. Very mature so far, and they see it through.
Come on, Napoli. Thank you, ref.
Free kick. Just a real sense of frustration around the Olimpico. Check of the watch from the referee. Around a minute to go.
Gaetano just gives a little tap on the back for Kvaratskhelia, because he knows how important it is, his role in this team at the moment. Keeping the ball, getting them over the line here. That's not a foul. Smalling, they're all trying everything to get a free kick so all the big guys can go up for Roma.
Lumped forward by Smalling. Roma in a hurry to take the throw in. Just seconds remaining at the Olimpico, has to go forward quickly. Maybe that was too quickly from Cristante. Osimhen. The ambitious shot, the backpedaling.
He took the ambitious shot and it was on target, so.
Maybe this will be the last attack. Long it goes from Matic. Through it goes to Meret.
Yes!
For Napoli. How seriously?
Napoli, what full time? Napoli 1, Roma 0. Like, sub, subscribe with the notification. We get to a post. A goal by Osimhen 10 minutes from time has won the game for Napoli. And hopefully you guys have enjoyed the stream. Where some subscribe, you are new to the channel. And guys, and there's a red card. There's a red card at the end of the game, folks. There's a red card. There's a red card. Karsdorp has been sent off for Roma.
Another big victory for them.
Squaring up to the ref. And next time I see you for I watch will be on Tuesday for RB Salzburg versus Chelsea in the Champions